Happy Easter, everyone! Now, for today's video, I'm going to show you how to make hot cross buns. Fresh, home-baked hot cross buns. Oh my goodness, there's just nothing better. And it's very easy. It takes a while because you've got to let it rise and all that. You also might be wondering why I have bunny ears on. Well, I found them in my daughter's dressing up box, and you know, I thought I'd make the videos a little bit more fun. So, and seeing as it's Easter, so 1.5 cups of warm milk is in the jug. Now I've got 2 sachets of this fast action yeast, which is what you need. So it's about 14 grams in total. That's going in. And you need a 1/4 of a cup of, I've got some golden caster sugar. That's going in. That's about 55 grams if you want to weigh it. And don't worry, all the kind of quantities will be on my recipe blog. So give that a little stir. Now you're just basically going to leave that now for 10 minutes because you want it to go all frothy before we start using it. So cover it with a cloth and just leave it in a warm place for 10 minutes. Okay, now into a large bowl, you want to put 4 cups of plain flour into a sieve. You're going to sieve it all together. Then we need 1 big teaspoon of mixed spice, okay, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Ooh. There we go. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon going in. Now you're just going to sieve that all together into your big bowl. And I'm using plain flour because they're going to be really light and fluffy hot cross buns. So I'm not using strong bread flour because I want them to be very soft. So I've got 80 grams of butter, and literally you're just going to rub it all in with your fingertips till it's all kind of, so you can't really see it really. So it's kind of like fine-ish breadcrumbs. Right. Now you make a well in the centre. We're going to crack 1 large egg. That's going in. Make sure you don't get any shell in there. Okay, and now you're going to pour your yeast mixture, which has kind of, it's all frothed up, if you can see it. Also going in, I've got 3/4 of a cup of mixed fruit, which I've soaked in some warm water to make them a bit more juicy and plump in the buns. So drain off all the water and then you're going to add your mixed fruit. So mixed fruit's going in. And now just pour all the yeast mixture in. Okay. Making sure you get all the yeast. Okay. And basically you just start bringing it together with your hands. And if you can see it all there. Yeah. This is fun to do with 2 people. You can get nice and messy. Now, you're going to mix it until it becomes a great big gooey mess, like so. See? Great big gooey mess. Now what you're going to do is you're going to cover it and with a damp cloth and leave it somewhere warm for 45 minutes to an hour or until it kind of doubles in size. Okay? Ooh. So here is your hot cross bun dough. I've left it for about an hour and look how big it's grown. It really has doubled, more than doubled in size actually. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get it out of the bowl, put a bit of flour down onto your work surface. You're also going to need like a large baking tray. This is to cook them in. I'm just going to lightly flour that as well. Okay, so get your dough out, and now you're going to have to do some hard work because you're going to need it now. Floured hands, just bring the ball and just start kneading it. And you kind of use the kind of ball part of your hand there. Okay? And you give it, this kind of helps it rise again. Been kneading for about 5 minutes now. What you're going to do is you're going to cut your dough into about 16 pieces, and you're going to roll each of those pieces into a little bun, and those are going to be your hot cross buns. So to get it kind of even, I normally cut it in half first. Each half is going to make 8. So I'll do it again. And then I cut each part into just so you try and get an even size bun. Okay, so you got your little ball there. This is going to be a bun. Give it like a little kind of knead. And just kind of like bash it into a little ball shape. Okay. What we're going to do is just going to pop that onto your kind of floured baking tray. And you're going to pop them all next to each other. Okay? So just keep going. Do 2 at a time like me. Woo! Hot cross buns. Got a bun in the oven. No, I don't, actually. What a thing to say. And basically, you're just going to leave them for about another 10 minutes to let them rise up a little bit more, and then you can pop them in the oven. So next stage is to make the kind of mixture that makes the white cross across the buns. So for that, all you need is half a cup of plain flour. Get a small bowl so you can mix this all up in. Okay, so half a cup plain flour going in. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Just caster sugar is fine. Water going in. And this is basically just to make it into like a smooth kind of paste. So you want it to be really gloopy. Kind of like really thick porridge almost. See? Gloopy. That is perfecto. Okay. Now I'm going to use, I've got like an icing tube, which I'm going to use, but if you don't have one of these, you can use just like a plastic food bag and just cut a tiny hole in the corner and use that as a piping bag. Whoops. Okay. So just pour your mixture into your tube. So your buns should have risen a little bit more now. So now we can put the cross on. The easiest thing to do is draw a line across the middle of each of those. And then you're going to do it the same way back. Okay. And that is how it's done, my friends. Ta-da! Look at that, hot cross buns. So check they're done, they're just kind of golden brown on top. Now while they're still hot, my last kind of finishing touch is to kind of glaze them. So I'm going to use some golden syrup. It's very yummy. And basically I've got like a brush and I'm just going to brush them over the top with some golden syrup. That's very sticky. Ooh. Wowzers! Fresh hot cross buns. Ah, wow. Well, I hope you all have a very happy Easter. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something useful. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's video. And remember to check out my